Welcome to the Mr. Smart Maths channel, and my name is Mr. Smart. In this video we're going to be looking at classifying triangles, and there are three different types. We have equilateral, isosceles and scalene. So let's have a look at the three different types. Let's start with an equilateral triangle. There are some distinguishing features about equilateral triangles, and the two key features are that all three sides are equal and all three angles are equal. So we can see that the three sides are equal by the way that the three sides have been labelled. That tells us that all three sides are of the same length. We can also see that the three angles are equal and they are 60 degrees. All equilateral triangles will have angles of 60 degrees because there are 180 degrees in a triangle, and if you divide that by 3, you get 60 degrees for each angle. Okay, so that's an equilateral triangle. Let's now have a look at isosceles. And isosceles triangles have two sides equal and two angles equal. Again, you can tell which of the two equal sides by the labelling on those sides there, as you can see. Okay, in terms of the two equal angles, so the two sides that are equal meet at a point, and it is not that angle. So this angle here, it is not that angle, it's the other two angles, and those two angles will always be equal. Finally, scalene triangles. Now, scalene triangles have no sides equal and no angles equal. Simple as that. So let's have a look at a couple of questions. Let's have a look at this triangle. And it says, firstly, find the length AB. Well, let's have a look at the features of this triangle. It looks like all three sides are equal, and we can see that because of the labelling of the sides here. That means that this triangle must be equilateral. This is an equilateral triangle, so we can say that all three sides are equal and all three angles are equal. So the length AB will be 5 centimetres, as it will be the same length as all the other sides in the triangle. For part B, find angle X. Well, because it's an equilateral triangle, the angles inside an equilateral triangle are always 60 degrees. So angle X equals 60 degrees. Okay, let's have a look at this question. So, two questions here. Find angle A in this triangle and find angle Y in the other one. Okay, in this triangle we have two sides that are 6 centimetres, and that means we can label these two sides with that notation, meaning that this must be an isosceles triangle. I-S-O-S-C-E-L-E-S. Okay, so if we have an isosceles triangle, that means that the two angles that are equal are going to be A and this one. Okay, so this will also have the same value. So I can say that 30 plus A equals 180 degrees. Taking 30 away from both sides, we get 150 degrees. And on this side, we'll have two lots of A because A plus A equals 2A. And if two lots of A is 150, divide by 2, and that gives me A equals 75 degrees. In my final question, we're going to find angle Y. Again, we've got an isosceles triangle. How do I know? Because we have two equal sides labelled here and here. So that must mean we have two equal angles, and the two equal angles will be this one and this one. So this angle must also be 32 degrees. So I can say that 32 plus 32 plus Y equals 180. Okay, let's subtract 32 and 32, which is 64, and that gives me Y equals 116 degrees. Be sure to check out the Mr. Smart Maths channel on YouTube, and don't forget the website mrsmartmaths.com. See you again soon.